And joining me now is former Scotland Yard and Met Police Detective Peter Bleksley. Peter, thank you for joining us. So I set a little bit of the scene, but you've been right under the bonnet of this. Tell us exactly what your latest understanding is of what happened yesterday.
Yes, so yesterday afternoon, a commuter train travelling into London from a part of South London, which the most famous place people might have heard of is Bromley. That's quite a big town. So
never heard of it.
Okay.
It's south of Manchester. Never heard of it.
So anyway, this train, two men apparently who are arguing, get on the train at a small railway station called Shortlands.
Right.
Travelling into London. There is then this horrific knife attack, and there's footage all over social media of it. It's really brutal,
well,
frightening.
In fact, we can see it there. For those watching at home, we can see the enormous knife on the screen. I mean, what is that? Is that a kitchen
That's an
knife
important shot, which is being frozen on the screen now. For those who are listening, the man wielding the knife appears not to have a glove on. And this might be absolutely crucial to the investigation, because there are going to be three significant scenes, at least, to this crime. Shortlands railway station, where the arguing men apparently get on the train. Did they pay? Did they tap through a barrier to get in? If so, evidence from there. Did they leap the barrier? If so, they will invariably have put their hands on it to leap over. Is there evidence there, forensics, that can be gathered to identify this knife-wielding maniac?
What type of knife is it?
It's a huge blooming knife with a blade at least 8 or 10 inches long.
It's like a hunt. It's about the size of a bread knife, but it's a hunting knife. It appears to be what people laughingly call a hunting knife, although it's clear that no hunting's ever taken place with this knife.
It's a very, very dangerous knife when it's used in an assault on somebody, no matter what its original purpose
So
was.
going back to the crime itself, so they get on the train, there's an altercation on the platform, and then what happens on the train, and particularly how do the other passengers react, Peter?
Well, this man repeatedly stabs a man who is clearly on the floor, and as you would expect, passengers are horrified. And I would like to say right now, in my view, from this footage, which I've watched over and over again, the passengers on that train, by not intervening, did exactly the right thing. In my opinion, the man doing the stabbing had murderous intent and was armed with a very dangerous weapon. One man is seen on the clip to get up, he's on his phone dialing 999, and he moves away from where the altercation is, quite rightly so.
So funnily enough, Peter, I don't know if it's the same train, but very similar train into London Victoria relatively recently. So if you see something like this, either happening on a train or a bus or on the street, that's what your advice would be as a very former and experienced professional, ex-police officer, but a professional, to step back, call 999 and shout. People did shout, stop it, didn't they?
They did, and another member of the public brilliantly filmed this footage, which might be important evidentially at some point down the road. But there will, of course, be CCTV on the train, at Shortlands station, and at the station where this assailant got off and made his escape. So we've got three potential crime scenes with CCTV and forensics.